Well, hello there. I've been getting some questions on my channel about the supplements. These are Senolytics. They have a specific function. But the question is, do I need to take the supplements with the dry fast to make it effective? No. That's why I wrote the book about dry fasting. Dry fasting is beautiful just by itself. I invented the supplements because I found that if you do a couple of things in the senolytic category, you can help get rid of the senescent cells, activate NAD, control reaction oxygen species, improve your stem cell production of blood cells in the bone marrow with some supplements during the year. Because, I mean, come on, really, you can't dry fast all year long. It's too hard of a hormetic stress. So let's go for a walk. Okay, so here's the deal. No, you can dry fast and you have all the great benefits. Get the book, learn how to do it correctly, how to get out of it correctly, because leaving the dry fast is probably more important than how you go into it. So that's important. The other thing is, during the year, you can't dry fast. But there are some senolytic compounds that we know now to have very, very important lifespan extending and longevity, activities in the body. One is fisetin. Everybody knows about fisetin. It gets rid of SASPs. These are the compounds that these senescent cells secrete that actually are like a bad apple in the barrel. They make more senescent cells in proximity to themselves. So you got to get rid of those. Fisetin does that. Gets rid of the cytokines and gets rid of senescent cells themselves, because there are several signaling pathways into cells that fisetin works in to teach a cell either to get it fixed or to teach a cell it's time to go. So fisetin's great for that. The other one is resveratrol. Resveratrol is a very interesting compound that I take only twice a week, because what it does is one dose gives you NAD improvements for over 3 days, 72 hours or more. And NAD is needed to activate your sirtuins. You can see in this picture the resveratrol sits in the sirtuin and thereby making NAD for the sirtuin. Pretty cool thing. So also what happens with resveratrol is something called glucuronidation. In the body, when you eat something, your body conjugates it. And it's sort of a process of getting rid of stuff. Some of the trans-resveratrol in resveratrol 1000 is able to be absorbed into the bloodstream, so it helps your vascular system. Then it gets into the bowel, where the conjugate is deconjugated by bacterial enzymes to release more, so you get a double dose. So 2 days is fine. Or 2 days a week is fine, rather. The other one I invented was polyphenol plus, which is based on the knowledge of microdosing to improve synergistic effects, not LSD microdosing. But if you add a microdose of resveratrol, it takes microdoses of these other compounds like turmeric, green tea extract, and, sorry, I'm being diverted by my little birdie buddies over here. Anyway, so yeah, what it does, it goes in and it neutralizes free radicals. That's the best thing about it. In the brain, in the heart, in the cells, in the endothelial wall of the vascular system. It helps quite a bit. The other one is stem cell regen, and that comes from a study that I found during researching the book, that if you have a combination of nutraceuticals that individually don't have much effect, their synergistic effects improves bone marrow stem cell production by 70%. And of course, your bone marrows make the immune cells guide your stem cells and really orchestrate everything in the body, including what happens in the gut. Now, the details in this are kind of interesting, because if you think about it, everybody looks pretty good up to about age 25, don't they? And I talk about this in my next book. Well, that's because as you're growing into a full-size body, iron is diluting as it gets into you. After 25, it starts concentrating. And iron loading is a big issue, because iron loading is completely consistent with what happens at menopause and andropause. And then around 60, all the metabolic diseases of aging that just are uncurable. You can't do anything to fix them. They just go right off the cliff, along with you. So anything that improves the ability of cells to repair themselves and protect against reaction oxygen species and even iron oxidation species are good things. So senolytic compounds are very helpful. So if you don't want to donate blood, because that's how to control that iron problem, and you don't want to dry fast, well, I got some excellent senolytic compounds that you might consider. You know, I talk about a lot of this in the new book because I get into great detail in that one. And I talk about iron loading, missing microbiome, bacterium, and all that kind of stuff that will improve your health and improve your ability to stay in the time stream longer. This is a philosophy of time travel because you're all time traveling. You may expend your time in your time machine at any rate you choose, usually by behavior, or you can do some things that might dramatically increase the time you're on this planet Earth in a healthy body, and maybe back to where you were young again. Look at that section on on death is just a genetic error, because that's what it is. Our ability to make blood cells keeps us alive, but in that process it accumulates a microgram a day, which equals 30,000 micrograms in 80 years, which is consistent with these metabolic fall-off periods. So get that book, you know, because you're in a time machine, and we're all time travelers. I want you to time travel a lot longer. Have a great day. That's the message. Get the books. They will benefit you greatly. I'm just going to stand here and enjoy this lovely day. It looks like some pretty good surf building up. I got my new board yesterday, so I'll be out. Have a great day. Every day is great when you wake up.